Hello everyone, it's me, JuanGamer54, back in another video, and today's a little bit of a strange video for me, per se. So, to TLDR it, my brother, Kevin, if you guys remember him, he used to be an old YouTuber back in the day. He came up to me, we had this little thing, we were playing Mario Party, and he told me that, hey, if I win, you gotta do a reaction video of my choosing. And I was like, alright, bet. So we played a little bit of Mario Party, and he won. I hate that stage, I hate that stage. But anyways, he told me that I should react to Alexis Bale's videos. And I should start with the first one, because there is something going on with the videos. So I was like, alright. So, for today's video, we're going to be reacting to Alexis Bale's SpongeBob Conspiracy Theory #1, the Squilliam Theory. I'm very familiar with SpongeBob, but, you know, we're just gonna see. True story, I haven't really catched up to the new seasons of SpongeBob. I stopped, like, in Sponge Out of Water. Yeah.
I just took my private yacht across my private lake to my private heliport.
He's more wealthy, popular, and talented than Squidward, and he always rubs it in his face.
That is true.
Right. I'm living your dreams, Squidward. Oh, just succeeding in everything you failed in.
Dang, he's rubbing it in his face.
Using his wealth to make himself seem more popular and talented than he actually is. He goes to ridiculously extreme and expensive lengths to humiliate Squidward and show his superiority, and I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah, I mean, that's very much true. I mean, come on, leave Squidward alone, man. Like, look, in the past, me and Kevin always liked SpongeBob and Patrick because they're fun, and I hated Squidward because, you know, he's the bummer, he's the party pooper. But now, as an adult, I sympathize with this man. I mean, this guy is going through a lot lately.
SpongeBob is one of my favorite shows from my childhood. Even going back now and rewatching the old ones, it still holds up. You might think, it's just a kid's show, there's no continuity, there's nothing.
A kid's show? No. This is where I need to put the foot down. It don't matter if it's a kid's show. It's an escape. Alright, you call it a kid's show if all you want to do was get away from it all. Paying rent, paying food, paying gas, and all that. Then you can come to us saying that it's a cartoon show for kids. Cartoons are an escape. It's a freaking escape. I'm sorry, that's a little bit of a tangent. I'm sorry. Let's get to the video. I haven't even got through the 50 seconds.
The show constantly brings back characters and references to previous episodes. And if you look closely, you can connect the dots and find some very interesting stories.
Oh.
Today, I'm going to prove that Squilliam Fancyson III is a manipulative fraud.
What?
Evidence #1, the pet hospital. We first meet Squilliam in Season 2, Episode 15, Band Geeks. The episode opens with Squidward playing the clarinet and getting a knock on the door.
Yeah, I remember this episode. If you... Like, it was so fun.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street, and I understand you have a dying animal on the premises.
Boom.
Immediately after, Squidward gets a call from Squilliam.
Coincidence timing, by ad.
Hello, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent. Please start after the...
Sounds as though you've got a dying animal to attend to. Hey, old chum.
I believe that not only was Squilliam spying on Squidward to know when he was playing his clarinet, but he also hired the doctor to come and embarrass Squidward.
What?
We're with the pet hospital down the street. Pet hospital down the street.
We have never seen a pet hospital in Bikini Bottom. We've only ever seen just the regular Bikini Bottom hospital. We've seen this purple doctorfish before, but once again...
Yeah, we did, actually.
We've only ever seen him at the regular general hospital.
Well, Mr. Squarepants, it seems you have the suds. Are you ready for your treatment?
Then there's this green fish behind him, and we've only ever seen him as one of the many identical paramedics that work at the Bikini Bottom hospital.
There was... they were the ones who were taking... They were taking crabs away for crabs, thinking it was a good idea to try and sell a rotten old patty. Look at that, got him.
See him at the end of the episode to take Squilliam away after fainting. So it is
Yep.
very likely that Squilliam hired these two and told them to pretend like they're from a pet hospital just to humiliate Squidward. But this is just the start of Squilliam's elaborate lies. Evidence number 2.
What do you mean?
The Bubble Bowl. In the same episode, Squilliam also says,
I'm the leader of a big fancy band now, and we're supposed to play the Bubble Bowl next week. The problem is...
The bubble bowl. The bubble bowl. The bubble bowl. That's right, Squiddy. I'm living your dreams. Look, I know I said I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while, but those moments are always going to live rent-free in my mind.
I'm busy next week and can't make it, so I was hoping you and your band could cover for us.
but we've never seen Squilliam's band before, and despite claiming he's too busy to make it to the Bubble Bowl, he still shows up at the end to watch Squidward's band.
Oh, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I mean, I thought, whoa, I guess Squilliam did his errands early, I guess.
So both his excuse and probably his band were made up to pressure Squidward into humiliating himself at the Bubble Bowl.
Boy.
Evidence number 3, Squilliam's friends. In Season 3, Episode 8, Squilliam returns. Squidward leaves for work and conveniently bumps into Squilliam and all of his fancy friends, despite Squilliam not seeming like the kind of guy that would come near the Krusty Krab. He and his friends make fun of Squidward for working as a cashier.
Hold it! Don't tell me!
What?
You're a cashier! Don't lie. Lying always makes it worse.
You got Squidward crying, come on. Leave Squidward alone.
I believe that this encounter was planned out by Squilliam in advance, and he hired all of those people to pretend to be his friends. Take a look at Squilliam's friends.
What?
They're all nicely dressed. You kind of get the sense that they're fancy, high-status members of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
But they aren't. This is more like what the fancy rich people in Bikini Bottom look like.
Okay, and judging by the animation quality, that seemed to be like recent episodes.
These are just some regular Bikini Bottom citizens. Most of them usually don't
Hold
wear
up, what?
clothes like this. And most of them are regulars at the Krusty Krab and would already know Squidward as a cashier.
My penny doesn't have enough strength!
These are not the
Ew.
type of people Squilliam would...
But, alright, I ain't trying, I know I'm pausing a lot, but, technically speaking, there's a lot of fishes out there, so wouldn't that really debunk that theory, to be honest? I can't get over this face, to be honest. What is this face, man? And poor Squidward right here.
hang out with. I mean, why would Squilliam be hanging out with one of Pearl's teenage friends?
I mean, well, like I said, there could be a lot of characters with the same character. If not, then Squilliam, you're rich or not, 911 wants to speak with you. Just saying.
At the end of the episode, Squilliam even admits to his whole life being fake.
I made everything up about my life. I have no yachts, jets, or anything. I was only trying to impress you.
And then, of course, he quickly says he's just kidding. Is that true?
Of course not. I'm filthy stinking rich.
Boo!
Is he kidding? I mean, obviously he's rich, but is there a nugget of truth in there?
The next pick in the end.
Oh, come on.
Evidence number 4, the statue. In Season
Okay.
7, Episode 6, Squidward has to pick up trash for community service, and Squilliam once again conveniently bumps into him and reveals he's cleaned up so much trash that the city actually built a statue of him.
Maybe if you clean up Bikini Bottom, they'll build a statue of you. Oh, wait. They've already built one of
Me. Dun
I
dun.
cleaned up all of Bikini Bottom in only 1 week.
I believe that once again, this encounter was staged by Squilliam, and he actually paid to get that statue built. As Squilliam tells Squidward about the statue, a female fish admires it and says,
Bless you, Squilliam. Bless you.
but if you remember, this is one of those friends Squilliam likely paid.
Hold up, yeah, there she is.
Very fake. By the end of the episode, Squilliam's statue gets destroyed. A police
Yeah.
officer approaches and they have this exchange.
This is your statue? It was.
In the nose.
Squilliam admits that it's his statue, not the city's. And why else would the officer give him specifically a ticket if it was city property? Evidence.
Oh. Now that makes sense because, like, okay, now that makes sense because younger me don't understand, but now it's like, hold up. If it's city's property, then why would you give Squilliam a ticket? Oh, you smart. Alright, you got me thinking now.
Number 5, the concert. In In Season 6, Episode 17, Squidward watches Squilliam play the clarinet at a big fancy concert.
Yeah.
He receives a standing ovation, causing Squidward to leave angrily. But I believe this entire concert is a scam. Not only has the
Why?
audience been paid to cheer, but Squilliam never even touches his instrument. Once again, many of the audience members were part of Squilliam's quote-unquote friends, but we also never actually see Squilliam play the clarinet. The episode opens right after he's finished his performance with the audience cheering, and
Yeah.
one member of the audience says,
He's such a great musician. He doesn't even have to touch an instrument to be brilliant.
the
Boy.
real reason Squidward leaves so angrily is because the audience cheered for Squilliam even though he never even touched his clarinet. Maybe Squilliam is just as bad as Squidward at the clarinet and he's trying to hide it. Squilliam has gone to some pretty extreme lengths just to humiliate Squidward, but nothing, and I mean
Yeah, I mean, god dang, it's like every time Squilliam is in screen, he's there to torment Squidward. Like, what does Squidward do? Is bullying him that fun? I mean, sure, everyone bullies Squidward, but man, this guy is relentless.
nothing compares to what he does next.
What?
Evidence number 6, the music college.
Okay.
In the same episode, after Squidward leaves the concert, he's approached by the headmistress of the Bikini Bottom prestigious music college.
Okay.
Aren't you the esteemed Squilliam Fancyson III, who we all came here to see perform tonight?
She mistakes him for Squilliam and offers him a position as a professor. Squidward pretends to be Squilliam and teaches a class, only for the police to burst in and arrest him, all while he's being filmed on live TV. And I believe that this is Squilliam's most elaborate and most expensive scheme to destroy Squidward both publicly and legally. This encounter where Squidward
Really?
gets offered a job is already suspiciously convenient, but listen closely to their exchange.
What?
I'm Squilliam Fancyson.
But didn't you just say a minute ago that your name was Squidward Q Tentacles?
It is. Oh, I mean, no, I didn't.
Well, that's a relief. I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
How does she know that? How does she know? How does she know it? Look, it's one thing for being famous, but there's another thing to know personal history. That is one thing it's one thing to know the famous person, but it's another thing to know personal beef. How does she know that? Oh, you got him.
Would go to their own enemy's music recital. How does she know that Squidward and Squilliam are enemies? If she knew who Squidward was, then why didn't she recognize him? Why would she mistake him for Squilliam? This feels way too much like she was hired by Squilliam to set a trap for Squidward. And if that's not enough, the headmistress's associate is literally just a guy from the paid audience wearing a disguise. He just threw on some glasses to seem smart.
You mean to say that he did the Clark Kent treatment. He did the Clark Kent.
Squilliam knew that Squidward couldn't
Oh no, he's hard.
class, even if it meant breaking the law.
My very own music class.
Then we get to the Bikini Bottom prestigious music college, and right off the bat, there's something very fishy about this place. The building itself is very green and grimy, and has a very cheap metal look. Nothing about this
Yeah.
is prestigious, except for the big sign on top, which feels like the only new thing about this building. I think there is a very good chance that Squilliam just bought some old warehouse, then stuck a sign and some paint on it to disguise it as a college.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. I haven't seen any prestigious music schools around here, but I know that they don't look like this.
I mean, look at these other schools.
Yeah, like that one.
They all have a very nice structure and a paint job.
This university also.
Prestigious music college looks like a dumpster. Going into the classroom, not only does it have another one of Squilliam's friends, but if this is such a prestigious college, how did SpongeBob and Patrick get in here?
Would you two
Yeah, I wanna know that too.
Telling me what you're doing in music class anyway?
Sure. Patrick's New Year's resolution was to learn to play an instrument.
It's
Say
Billy.
it was their New Year's resolution to take a music class, but you'd think it'd be harder for them to get into an esteemed music school if they just decided to go to it on a whim. Seems like they're just letting in anyone to sell this ruse. Then
Yeah. I mean, no offense to SpongeBob and Patrick, but they dumb.
both the police, Squilliam and the headmistress, and a live news broadcast show up at the same time to arrest Squidward for impersonating Squilliam.
Wow.
The extremely coincidental fact that all of these people suddenly showed up at the same time isn't enough for you to believe that Squilliam set it all up. I've got something that's going to blow your mind.
Alright, try it.
Squilliam literally has the police working for him.
What?
Squidward chewed tentacles, I'm placing you under arrest for impersonating a genius.
If that doesn't sound like he's been paid off, I don't know what does. The lengths that Squilliam goes to humiliate Squidward are insane.
You mean to tell me that this man, Squilliam right here, literally has the power to the point that I'm stuttering. You mean to tell me that Squilliam has the power to basically rule Bikini Bottom because he's so mega wealthy rich, and he's spending all the time just pushing down Squidward? What the heck is this? What did Squidward do? What did Squidward do to warrant this? Like, did Squidward do something so horrendous to Squilliams?
He literally builds statues and entire buildings just to make Squidward feel inferior. But why? Why would anyone go so far to embarrass an old high school band classmate? What happened between them? What could have caused this extreme level of dedication? Well, unfortunately, we never really get much information on.
Yeah, again, why? Like, what did Squidward do? Was Squidward a bully back in the day? Was he like the bully? I clearly doubt it, but still.
I've spent hours reading through the SpongeBob Wikipedia and looking at old episodes, and they're really just
all of them
clues that would explain their weird relationship. I guess we can't solve everything, but either way, that's my theory. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Wait a second.
What?
Wait a second.
What?
Season 6, Episode 5, Slide Whistle Stooges.
Okay.
Just a normal episode where SpongeBob and Patrick annoy Squidward. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Except I have one question about this episode.
What?
Why does Squidward have Squilliam's robe?
Hey, wait, what?
Not the purple robe he usually wears. That is Squilliam Third's robe. Why would Squidward have this? Unless
What?
they were more than just classmates. Could they have once been dating? No way.
No way. Nah, you really?
That's not possible.
No.
There's no evidence to support that.
They can't be dating, right?
Right?
Nope.
Intimidated Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
No. It can't be.
I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
It's been right in front of us this whole time.
Our sources last saw Evil harassing teenagers up at Makeout Reef.
Makeout Reef. Good times, good times.
Voted most likely to suck eggs in high school.
Holy shit!
God dang!